What is going on, sauna goers? Eric here from the Shoot Style Sauna, and I am exhausted. Physically, spiritually, emotionally exhausted, but in a good way. Why am I exhausted, you ask? Because I just finished watching New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 15, and good lord, what a show it was. We saw title changes, we saw wars in the squared circle, we saw a main event that I can simply describe as an emotional roller coaster. And yes, I am aware of the cliche. In this video, I will be recapping and reviewing what went down on night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom and give our official star ratings. So before I begin, I just want to say that if you haven't seen Wrestle Kingdom yet, please subscribe to New Japan World or buy it on Fight TV or whatever. Please go watch the show, you will not regret it. Also, before I begin, please hit that like and the subscribe button down below and hit that bell to get notifications for our new videos. Alright, let's get started. Let's start with the pre-show and the New Japan Ranbo. The New Japan Ranbo is their version of the Royal Rumble, with 2 men starting in the ring and a new wrestler enters the match every 60 seconds, and the only ways to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope and both feet hitting the floor, as well as by pin, submission, and knockout. And the last 4 participants in the match will face off on night 2 in a 4-way match for the KOPW 2021 Provisional Trophy. The 2 men to start the match was the Crown Jewel Chase Owens and the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii. One thing I'd like to point out that made me really happy was that English commentary was live in Japan for the show for the first time since February of last year. The match was pretty decent, not too many memorable moments. One moment I remember was Toa Hanari eliminating both Yuji Nagata and the King Minoru Suzuki, because I had originally chosen Suzuki to win the 4-way on night 2 because, you know, he's the king of pro wrestling and that would make total sense. But I was wrong. The final entrant of the match was the KOPW 2020 winner Toru Yano, and he didn't even make it into the ring because Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale had eliminated everyone else except for Bushi, who was hiding outside the ring. And so the 4-way for night 2 was set as Chase Owens, Bad Luck Fale, Bushi, and Toru Yano, who will battle for the KOPW 2021 Provisional Trophy. I'm gonna go ahead and give this match 3 stars. Now onto the main card. Night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom was kicked off by special promoter Don Quixote, as he welcomed everyone to the Tokyo Dome and introduced New Japan legend Riki Choshu. Choshu also brought down his little grandson to the ring, who clearly did not want to be there. Now onto our first match on the main card. This match was a number 1 contenders match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, as Best of the Super Juniors winner Hiromu Takahashi takes on New Japan Cup winner El Phantasmo. The winner of this match takes on Junior Heavyweight Champion Taiji Ishimori in the semi-final of night 2. So the match starts out with El Phantasmo being a dick, so being himself, and gets hit with a missile dropkick and bombs away by Hiromu. El Phantasmo really controlled the pace of this match. After hitting Hiromu with the sunset flip powerbomb off the apron to the floor, Phantasmo was very methodical in this match and targets Hiromu's shoulder, which has been bothering Hiromu since the summer. Phantasmo also showed off his athleticism. A great example is when Phantasmo walked along the top rope and hit Hiromu with a beautiful moonsault. Like, I'm talking Kurt Angle level pretty. Also, throughout the match, El Phantasmo impersonated wrestlers like Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, and Rey Fenix. Phantasmo's ring gear also gave up a lot of Edge vibes. This match was very much an uphill battle for Hiromu Takahashi. Hiromu wasn't able to hit a time bomb. Hiromu was able to eke out a victory after countering a CB2 and rolling up Phantasmo. So for night 2, we will get a rematch from Summer Struggle in Jingu, as Hiromu Takahashi will take on Taiji Ishimori for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I'm giving this match 3 3/4 stars. The next match was the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match, as Dangerous Tekkers, Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. defend their titles against the winners of the 2020 World Tag League, the Guerrillas of Destiny. This was a very solid tag team encounter between a team that dominated the New Japan Tag Team division in 2020, Dangerous Tekkers, and against one of New Japan's franchise teams in GOD. The match ends after Tama Tonga steals the Iron Fingers from Taichi and hits the Holy Emperor with his own weapon and pins him, and GOD become the record-setting 7-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. I'm giving this match 4 stars. The next match was for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship opportunity as Kenta defends the briefcase against Satoshi Kojima. I'm sure we all know by now, but for those who don't know, Satoshi Kojima is filling in this match for the injured Juice Robinson. Now, before this match starts, we see the return of Jon Moxley to New Japan Television. Moxley, however, is still in the US as he appears in the New Japan Strong Arena in the LA Dojo, as he proclaims that no matter who wins this match, Moxley is coming for them. And now back to the match. This was a back and forth battle between two Japanese wrestling greats. Kenta hit Kojima with some big kicks, and we got to see some machine gun chops at Wrestle Kingdom. Kojima was able to get some big moves in on Kenta, like hitting Kenta with a DDT on the ring apron, and hitting Kenta with the Koji Cutter. However, after countering Kojima's signature lariat, and hitting Kojima with a couple of Moshiko knees, Kenta hits Kojima with the GTS and pins Kojima for the victory. I'm giving this match 3.25 stars. The next match on the card was a special singles match as the Empire's Great-O-Khan takes on the ace of New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Leading up to this match, O-Khan has been targeting Tanahashi's knee, and Tanahashi has been teasing of going to the dark side, much like how John Cena almost went to the dark side in his match against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 30. In this match, Tanahashi also shows us that even though he is aging, that he is physically still able to be the ace. One example of this is when O-Khan goes for a belly-to-belly suplex on Tanahashi out of the ring, but Tanahashi catches himself and skins the cat back into the ring, which is not an easy thing to do. O-Khan dominates throughout most of this match, and near the end of the match, Tanahashi had the opportunity to turn to the dark side and hit O-Khan with a chair, but refuses to go to the dark side and doesn't hit O-Khan. John Cena, is that you? Tanahashi then hits O-Khan with a dragon suplex and 2 high fly flows and picks up the victory. I'm giving this match 3.25 stars. The next match was another special singles match as the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada takes on his former Chaos brother and now leader of the Empire, Will Osprey. By the way this match starts, you can just tell that these two men are going to beat the hell out of each other. These two men went to war with each other, and you can tell it was personal. After Okada brought Osprey into New Japan and into Chaos, Osprey betrayed Okada because he felt he couldn't break through the glass ceiling that is the Rainmaker and would always be in his shadow. This match was a true back and forth battle. Looking back at my notes, neither men had an advantage in the match and it was split 50-50. It seemed that Okada and Osprey pulled out their full arsenals for this match. They never used the same move twice, with an exception of Okada hitting a number of drop kicks and attempting the money clip a couple times. Osprey even dipped into Okada's playbook and used a few of his own moves against him, hitting the Rainmaker with a tombstone piledriver and a Rainmaker clothesline. However, Okada was able to hit Osprey with a spinning Rainmaker and pinned Osprey for the victory. And what a match this was. We knew from past encounters that this was going to be a great match, but damn, they exceeded expectations. I'm giving this match 4.95 stars. That's right, 4.95. This match doesn't get a full 5 stars because in our predictions pool, I chose Osprey to win, and I'm a spiteful bitch. Now, moving on to the main event of Night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 15 as IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Double Champion Tetsuya Naito defends against the Golden Star Kota Ibushi. Ibushi earned this match after winning the G1 Climax tournament for the second year in a row. However, Ibushi lost the title opportunity after losing to Jay White at Power Struggle in November. Following the match, Naito was threatening to boycott Wrestle Kingdom if Ibushi was not given a title match. So New Japan matchmakers made Ibushi vs Naito the main event of Night 1. Now, if you've never seen a Naito Ibushi match, brace yourself. A Naito Ibushi match are usually just the two men dropping each other on their heads and their necks, and this was no exception. Very early on in the match, Naito drops Ibushi on his head on the entrance ramp. The pace of this match was kinda slow due to Naito and Ibushi trying to recover from being dropped on their heads and necks so much. So this match wasn't as fast paced as the Okada Osprey match. Naito was able to hit Ibushi with 2 Destinos, but was unable to put the golden star away. And after hitting Naito with 3 Kamigoyes, Ibushi was able to put Naito away and finally be able to hold up the double belt and call himself champion. I'm giving this match 4 3/4 stars. However, Ibushi isn't done yet. Before being able to proclaim himself as God, he has to go through a rested Switchblade Jay White in the main event of Night 2 less than 24 hours later. Now at this point, we usually award our match of the night, MVP, and final grade for the show. But since Wrestle Kingdom is 2 nights, I'm gonna wait to announce the MVP and final grade. However, the match of the night for Night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 15 is Kazuchika Okada versus Will Osprey. I just thought this match was just a little bit better than the main event, mainly because there was a definitive end. By that, I mean Ibushi's journey isn't over yet, so I didn't feel like it was completely over. Therefore, the match of the night for Night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 15 was Kazuchika Okada versus Will Osprey. Now, this is the end of the first half of my recap and review of Wrestle Kingdom 15. I will be recapping and reviewing Night 2 in a separate video, so be on the lookout for that. Before I sign off, please hit the like and the subscribe button down below, and go like us on Facebook at the Shoot Style Sauna, and please go watch Wrestle Kingdom. I'm Eric from the Shoot Style Sauna, and we'll see you soon.